Hello and welcome to Sport Classics. While Wembley was being rebuilt, the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff played host to many of the major occasions in English football. Gerard Houllier and Trevor Francis were the managers as Liverpool took on Birmingham in the 2001 League Cup final. Liverpool were looking for their first major trophy in 6 years. Commentary from Peter Drury.
Smashing new venue. Two clubs, each on the verge perhaps of a new era. First major prize of the season, and it is of vast value to Birmingham City or Liverpool. Now, the last time the League Cup was won from outside the top flight, Ron Atkinson carried it home to Hillsborough, so presumably, Ron, from personal experience, you do give Birmingham a chance.
Very much so. I think if Birmingham are right at it and Liverpool aren't, then they've got one hell of a chance. What I certainly think they've got to do is try not to match Liverpool in terms of playing. They've got to be more direct, they've got to be collective, and they've got to work very hard to pressure the Liverpool players and not let Liverpool dictate the flow of the game.
So the best about making his 80th appearance for Liverpool this afternoon. Heading towards Heskey, whose duel with Michael Johnson is going to be a key one. Two guys who are not given to compromise. Been well represented in recent years. Tranmere last year, and Middlesbrough as a First Division side in '98. Bolton, when Liverpool last won it in '95, have all reached the final. But now it is a new stage on which for Birmingham to perform here. As Adebola wins his first header of the afternoon. McCarthy competing for it. Came out to the Blues captain O'Connor, and from wide here the left full-back Martin Granger. Lazaridis could be a key player on the afternoon. Danny Sonner getting to the byline, and Stefan Osho squeezing in behind for a goal kick.
I mean, you look at Birmingham, they're playing with two wide players, McCarthy and Lazaridis, adventurous, but I think it's very important that they, when they lose possession, those two narrow right down and match the Liverpool midfield forward.
Bishkan turning and allowing space to Harman. Heskey. Smeetser in advance of him, Fowler in the penalty area, and Gerrard arriving. Smeetser's cross, Fowler!
Sitter missed. That is a great opportunity.
Last off Granger for a corner.
As soon as this ball flies across, you have to fancy Fowler. It goes in early, and Fowler's got ahead of his marker, and how he's missed that. That's a let-off for Birmingham.
Real chance for Liverpool's captain and League Cup goal-scoring specialist. Corner deep towards Bishkan and seen out by Danny Sonner. Carragher. By Gerrard from deep. Heskey jumping. Oh, personally got into trouble. He can smile now.
It's calmness, he knew. He knew Bennett was behind him.
How to disguise a deliberate back pass. Lesson one. By Eden. Horsfield trying to hold it up, but brought by Stefan Osho. And there are one or two in the Birmingham side who might fancy a crack from here. Stefan Osho is penalised. I wonder whether Martin Granger might consider this to be in his range. There he is, next to the referee.
It's certainly worth a chance at this stage of the game. Trying to make the goalkeeper work and making sure that Adebola and Horsfield are following up.
Sonner heading into the danger zone, Eden over the free kick, but watch out for Granger's left foot here. Martin Granger. And Horsfield had charged down again. Wasn't his best. Eden. Sonner. And behind by Carragher for a corner.
Good work by Birmingham there. Nice little touch on from Sonner. McCarthy forces an issue and they've got a set play.
Wasn't the purest hit that Martin Granger has achieved all year, but caused a degree of confusion.
Yeah, certainly a good block by Babel there.
Purse forward for the corner. Adebola and Horsfield predatory. Granger delivering. Vesterveld came. McCarthy. Lazaridis. Heskey's defensive header. Out to Bishkan. And now watch them break with Smeetser, who has Gerrard ahead of him, and offside. The flag was actually up, so any Liverpool protestations are for what in actual fact is the second offence. It may be that O'Connor clipped an ankle there, but it is in fact of no consequence.
Yeah, Gerrard had run offside. which was a little bit fortunate here. He has to hold his run. That would be touch and go. But what is even more to the point is the referee would have had no option, I don't think, to have sent O'Connor off there. Say if I was Trevor Francis, my biggest concern would be when his own side's attacking that they don't get caught on a counter. I think it's important that people like Sonner and O'Connor make sure that they're always in the centre of the field. You can't afford to be too spread. But a very, very encouraging early part of the game.
Heskey won it. Fowler's onto it. Fowler's hit. Fowler's goal. Always Robbie Fowler's competition. And Liverpool's search for a trophy shows signs of finding its destination. 27 League Cup goals now in 32 appearances, and this was one of the best.
Yeah, there doesn't look anything on. You wonder whether Bennett has strayed off his line a little bit too much and left him plenty to lob at, but that's about vision. That's about a natural predator. I think Bennett might just feel he is. He's not the biggest keeper in the world either. Whether they could have lobbed the fella at the other end, I'm not sure, but full marks to Fowler. He made something there out of completely nothing.
Heskey, Birmingham simply can't afford to concede another now so quickly. They have to settle. That'll be a killer for them because they had been doing so well. Gerrard, Babel, running at Granger. Birmingham fullback stood up well. Sonner. And of course the thing is now that Birmingham have the game to chase. Here's Fowler, out by Pearce. Hard on Birmingham overall, Ron.
Very much. I thought they'd had a very good start. I thought apart from the one chance that Fowler himself had with the header at the near post, Birmingham acquitted themselves well. You could almost say the goals come slightly against the run of play. But that's what you have top-class world strikers in your team for. I mean, there didn't look any danger on. The ball stood up nicely for him. Bennett, as I say, not the tallest keeper in the world. Maybe left a little bit of space, but still had to be executed, and it was a great execution.
Side against Heskey. Robbie Fowler is now the League Cup's top scorer this season, his 6th. One after extra time against Chelsea, a hat-trick at Stoke, a semi-final goal against Crystal Palace, and now this. Adibola, Sonner, Lazaridis. Too close to Vestergaard, and McCarthy went in, you've got to say, unnecessarily. Goalkeeper had long since gathered the ball, and John McCarthy's frustration really in evidence here as much as anything.
A strange one from John McCarthy, but has been out the game a little bit through his unfortunate injuries, but that's not usually John McCarthy's style.
This game at all. Here's the goal, big clearance, little flick, big hit, super finish. Heskey's won it. Smeets onto it. Side netting. There must have been 40,000 of 70,000 who thought it was a goal.
I must admit, I thought it was a goal. I mean, it was a classic piece of movement from Liverpool. Fowler here drags Johnson to the ball, leaving Pearce 1v1 against Heskey. Heskey gets the flick on. You may have to say well done to the keeper on that one, you know. There he is. Smeets has gone off the back of the midfield. He thinks he's scored when he's lobbed that one, but you know how important that might be to Birmingham, heaven only knows, because if he scores there, you have to say possibly good night Vienna. But that was a clever movement from Liverpool, a good movement from Fowler.
Well, Huddersfield's taken that really well again. He is certainly examining Stefan Osho. Granger. Lucky bounce off Gerrard. Away from Smica, but not from Babel. And Birmingham have committed a few forward here. Fowler. Bishkan's free far side. Gerrard has it near side. Gerrard's delivery. Bennett has come and gone on.
Good communication there. Slightest bit of an error there, and Perth could have scored an own goal.
Marty and Adebayo on different wavelengths. Fowler's cushioned it. Gerrard's played it. Heskey is offside. Winning it above Adebayo. There'll be one extra minute at the end of the first 45. Awkward ball for Hubia to deal with. He dealt with it expertly. Johnson. In what little stoppage time there is here. Last chance perhaps for Birmingham to head into the dressing room with something tangible to show for some very laudable first half efforts. Lazaridis, Horsfield, Granger. Adebayo, last seconds of the first half. Adebola's had a go, and it wasn't an unreasonable try with the goalkeeper off his line. It brings to an end, though, a first half which will be remembered for Robbie Fowler's splendid instinctive hit from the edge of the penalty area, because of which, inside the Millennium Stadium, Cardiff, the score is Birmingham City 0, Liverpool 1. Birmingham City are making a change at the start of the second half, and it's young Andrew Johnson who is being thrown into the big occasion in place of Dele Adebayo. So Ron, how would you interpret the substitution at the start of the second half?
Well, I thought Adebayo had a very tame first half, and I would think that young Johnson's been put on to add some energy and some support for Horsfield.
This is McCarthy. Horsfield, who was splendid before the break, really bullish and up for the game. Here's Sonner. Eden. McCarthy, neat stuff from Birmingham. Eden's ball in. Johnson!
Oh, what a start that could have been. He's asking for a corner, but what a glorious piece of football on the right-hand side. Beautiful threaded ball in, curling, and that's a super chance, and I think you might have a legitimate call for a corner there. Oh, what a great piece of football from Birmingham, and he's just an inch off from having a dream start.
Harmon, Babel, Fowler. It's good passing from Liverpool. Heskey. Harmon. Carragher. Bishka. Smica. Onside. Heskey!
Well, he's saying it's a block, David Ellery. I know two Blues defenders threw themselves across Heskey. They're trying to play him offside. He's no way offside. Just rolls it across the box here, Smica. And it didn't look as if anybody else hit that apart from Emil Heskey, but they've got the corner for it.
No one since Ian Rush has scored in two separate League Cup finals. Emil Heskey has that possibility here, and for two different clubs. Gerrard, by the way, seems to be soldiering on fine. Smitzer's corner, and Bennett came and claimed well. Johnson imparting pressure again, nearly broke from McCarthy. Up and away for O'Shea. Down for McCarthy. Now Johnson wants to find himself half a yard here. O'Shea equal to the challenge. McCarthy's throw. Eden. In towards Horsfield, clever flick, and Lazaridis was arriving and just failed to make contact. Stan Lazaridis looking to profit from Horsfield's little eyebrow here.
Yeah, good ball in, nice little nick, and the Babel has maybe just strong-armed him off enough. Nice little flick, he's in where he should be. Just can't get any connection on. Any sort of touch might very well hit the equaliser.
Heskin. Fowler, good-looking ball. Smicer, good block by Bennett. Off his line really promptly and stood up well, made himself big.
Did well. Smeets was at an awkward angle, and Bennett made sure he didn't make it easy for him.
Gerrard. Well, Vladimir Smicer has scored in each of Liverpool's last 4 League Cup matches, and he might have had 2 or 3 here today. He would have had one here were it not for the expertise of Ian Bennett.
He's under pressure a little bit from the back, and I'm just wondering why, whether he appears to hit this off his left side. Yeah, he's hit it off his left side.
Birmingham haven't played in Europe for 40 years. Liverpool for rather less than 72 hours, but it's Birmingham trying to keep that European dream alive now here with McCarthy. Carragher clear only to O'Connor. Gathered by Harman, who needed help from Gerrard. Slid it on for Smicer, and Smicer found Harman, and Harman ran. And Johnson tackled and was aided by Pearce. O'Connor. Johnson. Birmingham really chasing it now. Good tackle though by Gerrard.
Yeah, he's just got to be a little bit careful, Andrew Johnson, that he doesn't think he can do over stuff every time. You know, he's got to learn to he's still got to play with his teammates, play passes into them.
Now Gerrard's match fitness was always going to be an issue here, and clearly he's run as far as he can run. And Gerard Houllier has turned round there, and who's he spoken to? He's spoken to Gary McAllister, who is clearly going to have to replace Gerrard here. The stockinged, wearied feet of Steven Gerrard, whose return to the Liverpool first team ought to be cause for national pleasure, and is certainly cause for applause from those who've come down from Liverpool. Local boy, local hero. And here is another Liverpool change, Nicky Barmby, who can now take part in his first ever cup final. He's missed out on them with other clubs by the skin of his teeth, but he's going to be involved here as a substitute for Vladimir Smicer, who might easily have had a couple of goals on the day.
Barmby's going to play straight into the position that Smeets was playing in. behind the front two. Darren Purcell, meanwhile, is taking a nasty bang.
From Heskey, who's on the ball and has fed Robbie Fowler. Fowler to seal it! Rye grin. Darren Purcell, meanwhile, is still a prone spectator. Heskey held him off. And then fed in Fowler, who had a side at goal here. Eden has to get it for Hughes. McCarthy. Johnson to take on Hupia. McCarthy. Good cross. Out by Babel. Chased in by Granger. Came to O'Connor. Tackle. What is it? Penalty! Lifeline for a foul on the Birmingham captain Martin O'Connor.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's a wild lunge forward, and two of them was like a bomb sight there, but O'Connor was certainly brought down just as he was setting himself up for a shot. At first, he looks as if he's going to hit the ball shot first time, and then just try to take the defender on. From Birmingham's point of view, it gives them, as you say, a lifeline.
Extraordinary drama in the Millennium Stadium's first ever major domestic final. Now, Martin O'Connor might have been a candidate to take this penalty. They have 2 or 3 on the staff to Birmingham. Granger, O'Connor, Pearce have all scored from the spot this season. Who would be him? Will he be able to watch? Will they? That close to a trophy. And it just might be that there is an extra half hour for 73,000 people in here to enjoy. Now let's have a look again as Osho charges out, leaves a foot in, and O'Connor goes over it. It's hard to argue with, and no one has. Awful moment for the taker. Long delay. Darren Purcell has the ball and has scored from the spot this season. Butterflies? I think so. Martin O'Connor won't get to see what happens. He might hear though. As Darren Purcell steps forward for Birmingham City of Division 1. What a moment for the individual. What a moment for the club. Purcell equalises. It is blue heaven. Just a fantastic moment for those guys who have fought for their club and who now live to fight perhaps for another half hour. And it was a good spot kick, and the keeper went the right way.
It's a very confident kick, particularly after the delay he had, and particularly looking at Vesterveld, who fills the goals, a very big keeper to slot one past.
Darren Purcell with the 3rd goal he has scored this season for the foul on Martin O'Connor, which is going to bring about countless stoppage time. Played in towards Heskey, chased now by Fowler, and Fowler's had a go. What next? And for the 12th time. The League Cup final requires extra time, courtesy of Darren Purce's splendidly called penalty in stoppage time. It is Liverpool 1, Birmingham 1, extra time after the break. Well, in all its years at Wembley, no League Cup final was ever decided by penalties. First year in Cardiff. I wonder, do you have a hunch, Ron?
It's half an hour to go. That's a long old time. I just wonder whether Gerard Houllier will be tempted to bring on Owen in the closing stages.
Johnson! Just about got goal side of Houllier, but from an angle that was just about prohibitive.
Yeah, but he's been willing, hasn't he, Owen? He's been willing. He's flicked it on. He's got past the defender here, and he's got his shot away from a little bit unfortunate. He caught it on his shin. But you've got tiring defenders on both sides, and you just wonder whether somebody with the pace now of Owen could be the man to settle it before it went to penalties. I'm sure if you said to Trevor Francis now, he'd say to his boys, if you can get to penalties, it's even money bet then.
Johnson out, Mazaridis on. Marcelo should have fresh legs. Liverpool have a completely fresh front line here. Hughes! Oh, what a try! And a fine save.
Hughes, by the way, since the penalty has come alive more than any other player on the field. Didn't have much of an impact on his early part of the game, but now he's almost running the show, and that's desperately unlucky. As you say, a superb save by Bestival, but a superb chip.
Really audacious try and a fine save. Birmingham's collective tail up. Eden's corner. Johnson competing for it. Down for Purce. And then Heskey out. And now Liverpool could break, but Fowler has put it behind Barnby, who has to turn and start again. Ziga. Purce across.
You really can't believe how Liverpool have been rattled, can you? I mean, all right, there's an expectancy on him, and there's an expectancy whenever this lad gets possession.
Andrew Johnson. McAllister took it away from Brian Hughes. McCarthy. Marcelo. McCarthy. Johnson. Couldn't find 6 inches out of which to get the shot away. Compelling performance by Birmingham since the start of extra time.
What's also happened, of course, is Liverpool have virtually gone up to collect the trophy in their own mind, and now they're having to dig deep to get back in the game, and this man can get them back in.
Fowler running at Johnson, who went across and might have used an arm. He's furious because he denies the offence. Martin O'Connor's had an ongoing, a very friendly dialogue with David Ellery all afternoon. Let's have a look. Wow, that's harsh. That is harsh. And if Liverpool score from this, then Michael Johnson's irate features will be fully justified. It's a Gary McAllister kind of an area. Dietmar Hamann as well. And Christian Ziga. McAllister's floated it, and Bennett didn't hang on first time, did second. Truth, it wasn't all that threatening. By Grange. Marcelo won the header, but to no great effect. We're up the line for Ziga.
At the moment, it's very much Liverpool will look like the team that are hanging on. The team that would welcome penalties. incredible for me, really.
It's almost as though Liverpool are suddenly nervous about losing.
Yeah, I mean, the expectancy on them to win is so high, and then to see it maybe snatched away from you could be playing on the nerves a fair amount.
Heskey is about 3.5 miles offside.
I'm not so sure Haman once wasn't offside either.
He was so far in front of the ball, Emil Heskey here, he was almost on the Cardiff Rugby club pitch. That's how it feels to be a Liverpool fan right now. It's an I can't watch scenario. Marcelo's header, Johnson going in there. Hoopier out, Granger. Here comes Johnson, who so wants it. Pearce, McCarthy took it and turned and got clear of Ziga. Marcelo. McCarthy. Eden. And towards O'Connor, who just has to offload here. Hughes. Eden over the top. Hughes is looking very lively. Carragher clear for Liverpool. In steps Pearce. Through here for Johnson. Onside. He's down. And nothing's been given. Against on show again, and Trevor Francis can't believe what he's seen. Johnson was clear, and wasn't a good tackle actually. Long from Bennett. By Hoopier. Hughes. Hoopier again. Eden. Well, Marcelo, it's fallen for him. Marcelo's had a go! Fresh front line for Birmingham. Fresh problem for Sander Westerveld.
Yeah, this one sits up for him, not too dissimilar to the one Fowler hit for the goal, and he just can't throw it over the top of Westerveld.
Ziga, oh, it's a smashing ball. Fowler and Johnson across, and McAllister, and Fowler! Bennett flew across and got a touch.
Yeah, the first opportunity was the better chance. The ball from Ziga, but Fowler's touch let him down. That was a little bit of a soft cross. He had to make a lot of pace on that. This is the second one. He's got to make a lot of pace to try and get something on it.
Might just have been missing actually,
yeah.
But Bennett had to do the right thing. The safe thing, it was going wide. Corner nonetheless, McAllister over it. And Bennett came and Johnson dug him out, but only momentarily. Pumped away by Hughes. Marshall. Harmon, Babel. Barmy. Harmon. Foul by Marcelo.
The pendulum's just swung a little bit in these last few minutes. A few corners, a couple of half opportunities for Robbie Fowler, and this is definitely Liverpool's best part of extra time.
Christian Ziga over the free kick. With left-footed in whip, perhaps, so McAllister has a say. It is Ziga. Oh, saved on a line by Bennett, with Hoopier looking dangerous on the edge of the 6-yard area. Actually, he and Fowler might just have been treading on each other's toes a bit here.
Yeah, but you think there's no way he's going to miss that. I mean, that's a very tame header from Hoopier.
McCarthy. Well, Johnson got there before Carragher.
That's what he's done very well. When the ball's played up, he hasn't let the defenders, he's invited defenders to think they're going to win it, and he's nicked across the front of them. For me, it's been a little bit of a revelation for Birmingham. Johnson, he's been bright and lively, and he's given them a lot of spark and spirit up front.
McCarthy's throw. Back to him from Johnson. And now Johnson again, driving it across goal. So Liverpool well stationed. Heskey won the header. Fowler needs the ball. Granger came across in front of him. McCarthy. Eden. Still anyone's final. With 6 minutes of 2 hours still to play. Eden playing it in. Marcelo making a nuisance of himself, and Vesterveld did just keep it in play. Johnson won that header well and picks out Brian Hughes. Johnson, Hughes, skips away from McAllister, sees Granger bombing down the left here. That is Martin Granger. Granger's cross, aimed at Marcelo, headed out for Ziga. And now Liverpool on the counter with Harman. Babel, Barnby wide, Harman through the middle, and Heskey. Babel's kept on going himself here, and it wouldn't break for Fowler because Lazaridis came back with a really good sliding take. And now Birmingham in turn counter. This is becoming basketball football. You attack, we'll attack. McAllister, Ziga, Harman. Liverpool's free kick, and he wanted to play on Dietmar Harman. He's been booked. He ought to be careful what he says and does. He's on the ball here. It's Harman's drive! He's hit the post! Thunderous hit from Dietmar Harman. The last man to score a goal at Wembley was nearly the second to get one in a domestic cup final in Wales.
And if anything, that's a better strike than the one he got against Seaman. That was a super strike, and Birmingham deserved that fortune.
Nicky Barnby for Liverpool. Babel soldiering forward from fullback. Babel's cross, and Bennett has come and clung on. Well done.
Yeah, great take, great take. The adrenaline is so high on most of the players now that they're not feeling tiredness.
Fantastically emotional feel about the climax to this final. Lazaridis plays it in. Harman made it his. O'Connor wanted it too. McCarthy has it for Birmingham. Eden going wide of him. McCarthy having a shot. And failing to get over it.
Yeah, he got excited then, John McCarthy. Just a little bit more calculation, he might have been able to thread Eden in.
Who is going to have the legs to hit a penalty 12 yards? Babel, McAllister. What an effort this has been by Birmingham. And Granger's hit it long. And Johnson was first to react in his own side here. Anjou went back and Vesterveld kept it in. And now the Liverpool fans bay their lot forward. Ziga. Less than 90 seconds to play. Carragher. Hupia, away from Marcelo, away from Johnson. Ziga. Came out to McAllister. Barnby. Barnby changed directions. Here's Robbie Fowler for Liverpool. Charged out by Hughes. Almost nothing ahead of Brian Hughes. And we are talking now in terms of seconds. Ziga won the header. moments now. Babel hitting it long. Johnson away. The 15 minutes are up. And David Ellery acknowledges as much. And the first major domestic final in Cardiff is the first major domestic final ever to be decided by penalties, courtesy of Darren Pearce's penalty after Robbie Fowler had scored for Liverpool in the first half of normal time. It is going all the way. Who is brave enough? First man up for Liverpool is Gary McAllister, a player who of course has missed the most high profile of penalties in the past, internationally. For Liverpool, who have won a European Cup on penalties, who were the first to win an FA Cup semi-final on penalties, and are now involved here with McAllister first up, and he scores.
Well, Gary McAllister is a good penalty kicker, and that was a superb plant. Very calm, nice plant.
Martin Granger, the first for Birmingham to walk to the Liverpool end. Trevor Francis is now powerless. Granger, save. Advantage Westerveld and Liverpool.
Yeah, he's a big goalkeeper, fills the goal, got down well, but Martin Granger, not his best penalty.
Nick Barmby in his first major domestic cup final. Two for Liverpool, none better than that. That was a cracking penalty kick, top corner, unreachable.
Yeah, superb plan, took a little angle run up and tucked it right into the furthest corner.
And now a problem for Darren Pearce, who scored right at the end of 90 minutes from the penalty spot for Birmingham. Which way does he go? Does he go the same way? Pearce for Birmingham, he's got it right again. It's another first-class spot kick.
It's actually a better one than he scored with. Walks up, a quick turn, quick spin, and planted it at a worse level for the keeper. That great nerve.
Christian Ziege, he has been in high-powered situations like this many times. It's Ziege for Liverpool. Again, very, very good.
Yeah, another greatly executed penalty. Opposite corner to where all the others have gone, but keeper has got no chance.
Marcelo. He can barely afford to miss now for Trevor Francis. Or for those who watch on in Birmingham colours, it's Marcelo. Cool, cool.
Yeah, very tidy tuck. Didn't panic once. He wants the fans. He's trying to get the fans behind him again. And this is a massive penalty now for Hamann.
Ian Bennett has done nothing wrong so far. He's been beaten by great kicks up to now, though. Dietmar Hamann of Germany and Liverpool. He's saved it! And overall, parity is restored. It's a miss each, and Bennett is the hero of the moment.
Yeah, well, he struck it well, but he struck it down the keeper's throat. Keeper's not committed himself. He stood his ground, and now he's given his team a lifeline.
Oh, dear. Stan Lazaridis to make it 3-3. And he does.
Oh, that's nerve. That's nerve. He's gone, he's tucked it away, sent the keeper the wrong way. And is there another twist in the tail yet?
Well, it is now effectively sudden death. 3-3 with one each left to take. And it is Robbie Fowler, Mr. League Cup, Mr. Liverpool, top Steph boy. Would you be prepared to do that?
Well, he took a straight run up, he ran straight at the ball, checked, looked at the keeper, gave him the eyes and then flipped it into the top corner. That is nerve beyond.
All of which means that Brian Hughes has to score for Birmingham. There are the blue noses, and there is a bloodied nose from the war of the match that has preceded this. A boyhood Evertonian for Birmingham City against Liverpool. He cannot miss.
And he hasn't. There have been some excellent penalties. And that goes amongst them.
Well, last time Birmingham took on Liverpool at penalties, they missed a lot. They've improved over 6 years. And now we are onto the list of extras. Sixth penalty taker for Liverpool is Jamie Carragher. Another local lad, a Bootle boy. Local hero.
Azuma, he's pinged that one right into the roof. Both sides have missed one, and to be fair, the keepers have had no chance with the others.
Andrew Johnson, recently turned 20 years old. Young and fearless, really fearless. At a moment like this, can he? Saved! It's a horrible moment for the young man, but it is Liverpool's trophy, a cup in the cabinet. The goalkeeper is the star of the moment, and bedlam ensues.
Spare a thought for that kid, though. He's worked, he's battled, he's been one of the best players for Birmingham, and unfortunately, his memory of this final will be the man that missed.
So sad for Trevor Francis, so sad for those who fought so hard. For Gerard Houllier, though, tangible reward, concrete evidence of progress made, simply a cup. The Worthington Cup is Liverpool's.
Robbie, congratulations, but that was very, very close. A fantastic effort by Birmingham.
Birmingham, to be fair, it was a very, very fair result. Birmingham, I think they dominated for long periods, but I think the Premiership, First Division, I don't think there was any difference today, so I think unfortunately for them, we've managed to win on penalties, so I'm Birmingham to take a lot of credit from the game,
Gerard, you got your first major trophy, but what a sweat, what a way to win it.
It was a great final, and I think we deserve it on the whole. We created many chances, particularly in the second half. I was just a bit, sorry for the boys, because at the moment, this is the 4th game in 10 days, and they worked very hard. We probably could have been a bit more lethal in the second half. And then after the penalty, I was a bit afraid because the confidence had, gone to the other side. But I was pleased with the second part of the extra time. I think in the second half of the extra time, we showed we were overcoming this and we were better. And penalty, well, I mean, we have to give credit to Birmingham. They gave us a game tonight, and
They were fantastic.
you know, the sad thing about our job is that the happiness of the one sometimes is the lack of luck or the sadness of the others. But on the whole, I think we deserved it.
A nerve tingler for you.
No, it's okay. I mean, you know, it happens in football. I just felt very sorry for the boys because they worked so hard, and the only thing we could be blamed for is probably we should have sealed the game. We should have finished it off in the second half.
Thank you very much, Gerard. Well done.
One of those involved for Liverpool today. Only Robbie Fowler played in the League Cup win of 1995. No one more than him has felt the ache of the trophyless years since. Gerard Houllier has brought that ache to its conclusion. No 39 steps to climb this time, no supporter-lined staircase wreathed with caps and scarves. Just one small step for Robbie Fowler, representing one massive step forward for Liverpool Football Club. 6 years since the last time, Liverpool are prize winners again.
And it was just the beginning. They go on to complete a treble of League Cup, FA Cup and UEFA Cup. We hope you've enjoyed our dip into the archives. Join us again for more sport classics.